Okay, 3, 2. Hello, crafty peeps. Welcome back to my channel, Crafty-ish Kristen. Today we are working on my cross-stitch conversion project. I am currently working on the pattern. It is called Geode. It is by Electric City Stitches on Etsy. The finished project will measure 121 centimeters by 117 centimeters. It has 136 colors. I have split the pattern into 3 long panels. Each panel is measuring about 43 centimeters by 118 centimeters. I got the canvases on EverMoment on AliExpress. I got the drills from DPF Handwork, also on AliExpress. I am using an Art Dot 240 bottle storage case. I am using Pattern Keeper to keep track of my pattern. I have my Kitting Up Kitten mini tray in pink. I'm using my KALBS Sparkles release papers. And I'm using my pen that I painted myself. And I have actually made something new to help me keep track of my progress. So I made a little tracker. So I kind of split it into 3 sections. So as you can see, I have 3 sections for the 3 different panels, and each one of these is measuring 3 boxes across by 2 down. So each box is a 3 by 2 section. So yeah, I've got a ways to go. So I had exciting things happen when I was working on this last time. I hit blue. It was the first time I had gotten a blue, so I just did this section. I'm not sure if it's reading very nicely the color, but it is 747, and it is kind of a very pale, tealy baby blue. So that was super exciting to get a new color. So let's get this party started because I need to work on this so I can get back to my day. Whew. All right, so let's do this. I did work on a few of the more color blocky sections before I started the video, so I can try to keep the video under an hour because seemingly people, don't have unlimited free time to be watching YouTube for hours and hours and hours on end, and they seem to upload better when it's under an hour. So I am trying to work with what I got, and I will have all of the items that I'm using listed below in the description box. I still cannot link things. I'm not entirely sure why. I think I have to be on YouTube for a certain amount of time, or I have to do something. I don't really know what, and I don't really have time to try and figure that out at the moment. So I will just list everything, and when I figure out how to link, I can potentially try to go back and link. I don't know if you can actually do that. That's another thing I will have to figure out. So yeah. I hope everybody is doing well, is having a good summer. If you're watching this in the summertime, we just got into August, which is nuts to me that we are already, oops, I forgot one, but I marked it off up there. We are already in August. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. I've been back to school shopping online and a smidge in person. It's not my favorite to go clothes shopping in person, just because I feel like there's always the potential for them to just not have what you want and the size you need. So online, I mean, that still happens online, obviously, but you're not, I don't know, you're not as inconvenienced, I guess. At least that's how I see it. And I apologize if the tray tapping is annoying. That is just how my brain thinks that that's the most effective way to get the diamonds out of the tray. I don't know, and I've tried stopping and it doesn't work. So yeah, it is what it is. Let's see. Okay, so we still have a lot of purples in this section. I mean, I don't think I'm going to be getting out of the purples and the pinks, you know. I mean, granted, the whole pattern is made up of purples and pinks, so, but it was really exciting to hit the blues. First I had the kind of dusty blue, and then it was a little bit of a brighter blue, and then it was like the baby blue teal. So that was just, it was a little welcome surprise. I was like, yes, this is probably what it feels like for the people who are doing the heaven and earth color, like the big, you know, can't talk today, oh my gosh, the big heaven and earth projects, or, you know, whatever, when you've been like slogging through the same color section with all these little bitty colors, and then all of a sudden you get a color and you're like, oh my gosh, I have a brown, or not a brown. I don't think people will get excited to say, I have a brown. I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe brown's your favorite color, but, or, you know, oh look, I have purple. I haven't had purple yet. So the blue was exciting. I try not to look at the pattern and what's coming up, just so I can kind of be surprised. So I was not expecting the blue to show up this early, I think, but it was a nice surprise. Let's see, so we have that. Oh, I'm gonna need all the coffee today. Oh my gosh, I could not fall asleep last night. It was, I don't know what was going on. Wait, yes, that's the right place. Oh my goodness. I could not fall asleep, and then it's like cats were up playing. I think my cat wants to play fetch. I don't know if he knows what fetch is, but he's got his little toy mouse, and he just kept bringing it up. I dropped that. Where did I drop that? Right here. He kept bringing it upstairs and meowing at me, so I would, you know, pet him and try to get it away from me, because it makes like this rattling noise, and it's super annoying in the middle of the night. But then he just kept instantly bringing it back. Like, okay. Finally he stopped, and so I'm like, oh great, go to bed, go to bed. But then my tummy starts making like weird gurglings, and I'm like, no, don't be doing that. So, you know, ate a few Tums and sitting there going, okay, this will fix it, this will fix it. I'm laying there, and if you're a cat owner, you know the sound that I heard that I dread. Sitting there, well, I wasn't sitting there, I was laying there, and I hear the and I was like, no, where are you? Because I knew he was upstairs, which means carpet. He was in the hallway and had a little hairball. So that's not what you want to do at 11:30 at night, is clean up a little pukey hairball. So I'm trying to clean it up, but I don't have any rags, and I don't want to turn on the hallway lights to really see what's going on, because I don't want to wake everyone else up. So I was trying to clean it up with baby wipes, and spoiler alert, I gotta go back up there today because I did not do that good of a job. I'm like, all right, well, we did that, so you should be good now, right? No more puking, no more noises. Let's just go to sleep. No, I just could not fall asleep. And everyone else is asleep, and like my husband, he's not even like snoring. He's just making little, you know, noises. But once my brain hears a noise, I can't unhear it. So I'm like laying there, and I'm like, this is not gonna work. This is not gonna work. I am not gonna be able to go to sleep. So, you know, I try, you know, lovingly nudging him. You know, it's a slight hit, but you know, like, okay, sometimes that works, you know, you just give him a little shove and the snoring stops. No, the universe did not want the snoring to stop. So I was like, fine. So I got up, I went downstairs. I was like, all right, that's that's fine. It'll be, you know, maybe it'll be quiet down here. No, because the cats were all extra playfully. That one is all curvy on the bottom. So they were bouncing around and, you know, doing their cat thing, which normally I don't hear because I'm upstairs. And we have like kind of like the blinds, but they're like the fabric blinds that you can roll down, so you can still get light through them, and you can adjust them. Like you can, you know, pull them up a little bit to give you more privacy. Or yeah, well, I can't really put those down because, you know, I needed to put them down because we're right off of a road, and so you have all the cars driving by and people's outdoor lights. But I can't put them down because if I put them down, then the cats think that they're there for them to walk behind and to knock and to lick. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just let the light in. That's fine, whatever. So I'm like, okay, get comfortable. You know, got my pillow, got my blanket. And then the cat starts chewing on something plastic. I'm like, what the heck does he have? I have no clue. So I try to get up. I hit the coffee table, and there's this, like, I don't know, divider silver thing that I have, like, you know, random kind of papers in that need to be gone through. And it's basically where people just shove things when they don't know what to do with them. Yeah, so I knocked that off the coffee table, and it just went sprawling. There was no gracefulness at all with that. So it's got like school pictures, magazines, lots of pens and pencils for some reason, which I'm like, why are those in there? It's like a magazine, like, divider thingy that has sections. I'm like, why are pens and pencils shoved in there? You know, but it's where things get shoved. Like, oh, we need to clean off the coffee table really quick. Okay, we'll just put it all in there. So I knocked that off, and it went completely across the living room. I was like, oh, seriously. So I have to pick it up, because if I don't, somebody's going to get up or, you know, trip over all the papers, and then that's going to be more of an issue. So I kind of picked it up. I stacked it all back up, and I thought I had taken care of it, but apparently there was a magazine in a kind of plastic wrapper. So I get comfortable. I'm like, grab another blanket, because I'm like, I'm still kind of cold. I'm not quite warm enough. And I get comfortable, and I'm like, okay, I got my pillow in the right place. I got my blankets on. I'm good. And I hear that crinkling, plastic chewing sound. And I'm like, what? Oh my gosh, what do you have now? Well, there was a magazine in there that was wrapped in plastic, and so he's chewing on that. And I'm like, seriously? So I grab the stack of papers, get him, put him in another room, and I close the door, and I'm like, you guys need to stop, because you're gonna be going outside if you cannot behave. I mean, we don't have outside cats. I would not put them outside, because that would just be more work for me later on. But holy moly. So I must have finally fallen asleep, because I was awoken by the sound of the automatic cat food feeder, which is a really nice thing to have. I'm very grateful that we have that. But I'm usually not, you know, trying to sleep on the couch when it goes off. And so it goes off at, I don't know, 6 something. And it scared me, because it's a loud clanking noise, and it basically just dumps a portion of dry cat food in these little plastic bowls. So then of course the cats jump down off because they know they can't read clocks, but they have an internal clock. They know when that thing is going to go off. So they are sitting there waiting for it to go off. And so they're on this little, like, bookcase shelf thingy we have that's right next to it. And so, you know, they plunk down and then start inhaling their food. And I swear they were playing with the food. while they were eating it. It was like, it sounded like they were batting at the piece of food before ingesting it. I'm just laying there and I'm like, what are you people doing? Oh my gosh. Like, I just want to try to go back to sleep before I have to get up. But yeah, no, that did not happen. So yeah, it was a very unrestful night here. But I think everyone else got a good night's sleep. So, you know, that's great for them. So no one gets to be grumpy, except for me. I get to be grumpy. I actually found a t-shirt. 1, 2, 3. Make sure I'm doing that right. I think it was at Walmart or Fred Meyer. I honestly don't remember. And it was a Care Bear shirt. It was in the men's section because we were buying clothes for my son, and it said, it had Grumpy Bear and a few of the other Care Bears, and it said, "Careful, I'm grumpy." And I was like, "Aw, it's me." Wait, no, I did not just do those ones. I did those ones. So I got it as a pajama shirt. I may have to put that on to just warn people today. It's like, this is a do not mess with me day. You will be sorry. I think my stomach was upset because, and I talked about this in my last Whip and Chatty rant, we went to one of those bubble tea places, and I didn't actually get bubble tea because everything had milk. And I don't know what was in the one that I got. It was just like a mango tea, and it had mango puree, but it tasted like it was soapy. And I don't know if it was really soapy or if it just something about the mangoes. I don't know. I've never had mangoes or tea taste soapy to me. It just left a really bad aftertaste in my mouth, and I don't know if it was that or something else. But so then my brain's like, oh great, I drank something that is now making me feel sick. So that's great. That's great. So, you know, I don't know if it was the tea or not, but that was the only thing that I had consumed that was kind of out of the ordinary, I guess you could say. So I don't know, but I'm not going back there. Plus it was really expensive for, I mean, and of course, you know, everybody wants the stupid light bulb cups, which, I mean, they're plastic. So, you know, that adds an extra, you know, $5 to your drink. I guess you can bring them back and you can get a cheaper price on your drink if you get it refilled. But I don't know. It's like they didn't really have anything I could drink. And, you know, my son was like, "This is the best lemonade ever." Well, he couldn't drink it all at once. And so he put it in the refrigerator. And he tried to drink the rest of it at dinner time. And he's like, "This isn't very good," later. I was like, "Oh, no, you're drinking that. That was $15, like, practically. You're after, you know, it was forced to tip. Like, you're drinking it." He's like, "It's really gross." I was like, "Okay, well, we are not. I'm going to put that in there so I don't tip that over." I was like, "Well, not going back." So, yeah, that sealed the deal for me, at least. It's like, no. Because if I pay that much for something and it, like, becomes undrinkable, no. That is a solid no thank you for me. So, yep. Okay. We are, let's see. I am really hoping I did some, I was working on this the other day, and I had 2 whole squares that were all 310. And I mean, it was, in a way, it was kind of nice because I pulled out the multi-placer and I was like, I'm not single placing all those. There's no reason for that. But it was not the most exciting section to do because it was like, oh my goodness, more black. I think it was in here there was like 2 boxes that were all 310, and then there was like some that was almost all 310, but it was just more, you know, bitty little brown and, you know, navy blue pieces. Yeah, it was a struggle. And then the one before that, the section that I had done before that, was very, very similar. So I was very, very glad to see some color. I was like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I needed color in my life. Let's see. So this is actually a pretty confetti section. So I'm hoping to keep it under an hour. I don't know. Do people like to see like the finished square, or does it matter? Or, you know, do you get like frustrated when the person finishes the square off camera because you're like, I sat through that? Or, you know, I mean, most people are probably working on their own projects, but, you know, do you like to see the finished square, or do you care? Would you rather somebody start the section so they can finish it on camera, or start the section and then finish it off camera? I did mark those off, yes. Okay. Just curious. I like to see the finished square myself. But, I mean, it's not the end of the world if I don't see the finished square, if that makes sense. 3, 3. I can never find the 3, 3 numbers in this case. There's only like 2 of them, and so I just, for some reason, I never can locate them. I'm hoping, oh, more blue, you know, over time, but it's just they're right in between the 3 zeros and then the 3 6s, and so I always pass them by like 3 times, so it's all right. All right, there's that. Okay, what next? Ooh, 3740. All right. Oh, I actually used the tray for this one. There's quite a few. Okay, go. Oh, no. Come on. Okay, why aren't you going in there nicely? Squeeze in. Join your family. There you go. Oh my goodness gracious. Come on. Come on. Okay, so we have that. Go up there. So our area is kind of weird with school starting because we have some schools decide, like, I don't know, our closest schools district decides to starting August 23rd, which for our area is really early, like really early. A lot of them like have kind of started the beginning of school before Labor Day, but then some are, you know, no, we're not starting till after Labor Day. So it's really weird. This year I feel like it's so, like, the differences in start dates. I mean, my son starts 2 weeks later than some of his friends that go to a different school district, which I just think is crazy. I don't understand the logic behind it, because they don't get out any earlier. They add in so many teacher in-service days, and then think they even took away midwinter break, which, so if you don't know what midwinter break is, one of our local districts, when I was in elementary school, I don't think they invented midwinter break, but they were the first ones to do midwinter break. And that is basically a week off in February, like during President's Day week. And people were not happy about it at first. They're like, what the hell are you people doing? You're drawing out the end of the school year. But then people got on board very quickly because they realized they could go on vacation during that week and take family vacations, and it wasn't as busy places because not everybody had midwinter break. So then a lot of the other districts around them started doing it as well. Well, the problem with midwinter break was that it pushed out the end of the school year. So when you would be getting out, maybe the second week of June, then you're getting out, the third week. Then when you have any, snow or bad weather days, well, then you got to make those up. And so that adds it to the end of the year too, which people don't like that because they see the end of the school year date as a set date, because you're like, no, this was on the calendar. This is what it is. So yeah, our closest district, they're starting the 23rd. And as far as I know, the teachers union did not want that calendar. They were like, no, we don't want to, because the teachers have to come back even earlier than that. They're like, you're basically cutting our break. And we had a teacher strike the last school year. So they started later and they cut, I don't even know if they had midwinter break last year because it got cut before, but they cut spring break because they had to make up all those days because they were trying not to add all the days to the end of the school year. And so, they didn't even get out until almost the end of June. And now they're starting August 23rd. It's just like, oh my God. Do you not want teachers to teach in this district? District's super screwed up anyways, let's be real, but that's a whole other conversation. So yeah, it's really random. And then to make it even more complicated, then a lot of the districts they're not doing spring break the same time. So, you might have friends in a neighboring districts, and we have a lot of districts in a very small area. So, you have friends who go to a different district and it's like, oh no, our spring break isn't till this or this. So it's very confusing. And then I think even some of the districts were trying to cut some of the days in winter break. So instead of having 2 weeks off, you only have like a week and a half, which, for a lot of people, that's when they go and they travel and they see family and, they spend time together. So, people don't want that. And, when you're so used to having, ooh, that is way too many in there. When you're so used to having that 2-week break, you can count on that break. So, you can make plans way in advance because you're like, no, I know I'm going to have that off. So then to cut winter break, I don't understand it. I really don't. And we have, they have early release days, which was part of some curriculum or some program that they adopted, but I think they're actually saying that it may not actually be working because, so they have early release every, specific day. Like, so some districts it's every Monday, some it's every Wednesday, some it's every Friday. Some districts start late on one day, which is super inconvenient, it would seem, for me. So they, they get out early one day a week. But then it's like the rest of the school days during the week are a little bit longer. And when my son was in elementary school, whoa, where did that go? Before COVID, elementary school before COVID, because that screwed up everything. He was going to a school that was not our home school for I didn't push the marker button. for a special, you know, program, like an accelerated learning thing. And, oh, wait, what am I doing? I am not paying attention. See what happens when I start talking? Oh my gosh, I gotta pick these off. So he was going to a different school. And so with this other school, luckily, they did provide transportation. But the school started a little bit later, and it was the latest release school in the district. So it took him almost an hour to get home from school. No, what? Oh my God, I just did it in the same place. Seriously? Oh my gosh. Okay. So their school didn't get out until, I think it was like 3:55. And, you know, if you've picked up kids from elementary school, you know that trying to pick up a kid from school and deal with the parking lot and the buses is a giant cluster. It's a pain. And so it would take us longer, well, not longer, but almost longer, and it was a lot more stressful for me to try to pick him up. So the bus would drop him off. Well, the bus wouldn't get here until almost 4:50. And he would be on the bus for almost an hour. And if there was a substitute, oh my gosh, they would always get lost. There were times that they would, you know, drive past our house, even though I'm literally standing there outside of our driveway because we were the only, you know, kid, because it was like a super spread out bus route. Yeah. So, I mean, in the wintertime, there would be days where, I mean, it would be almost pitch black by the time he got home. So it's like, that does not seem to work. I forgot. I missed one right there, but we're just going to put it with black and no one will know. I don't know. It's so weird how, like, I mean, just in our area, we probably have, let's say in a 20-mile radius, I mean, we probably have like 6 different school districts. So it's a little crazy. And they're all, you know, they all operate differently. I mean, there may even be more. I don't know. I'm not good with directions and stuff. I'm not a sea captain. I don't understand north, south, east, west, driving, and all that stuff. And miles, you know. I had a friend who moved here from the Midwest, and she was saying how one of the weirdest things that they had to get used to when they moved here was that people don't use miles as a distance tracking device. Like, people don't say, oh yeah, no, that's 20 miles away. No. We use time instead of miles because the way that, you know, our roads are and the area is, it doesn't make sense to use miles because nobody knows how far anything is in miles. It's more, yeah, it's about 15 minutes away. And that's just, you know, that's just how we communicate distance. And she said it was so weird because in the Midwest, it was like, yeah, you just go 20 miles down that road and then you turn and, you know, it's this. So she said it was a learning curve for sure because they didn't track things in minutes. Or they tracked it in miles. I was like, oh, I don't even know how many miles away anything is. And she's like, yeah, no, it was weird. She's like, now, you know, now we do it too. Because, you know, in some places, 20 miles could just equal roughly 20 minutes, you know? It's just, yep, 20 miles. Yep, oh, so about 20 minutes. Oh, okay, yeah. But around here, with just the amount of traffic and stop signs and stoplights and, you know, the speed limit changing like every, you know, couple of miles, it could be 25 and then it'll go to 50. So you can't track distance in miles, really. I mean, if once you get on the freeway, maybe, but even then, people will say, well, yeah, you know, if you leave at this time, it might take you X amount of minutes. But if you leave at this time, it's going to take you this long. It's just the, ooh, that is a curvy one. Oh, I can see that one. That one is like super concave. So yeah, I don't even know if I would know how to, oops, there's no diamond on my pen. I wouldn't know how to go distances in miles, because my brain thinks in, you know, oh yeah, that's 10 minutes away. Or yeah, that'll take me, you know, that's 10 minutes, that's 5 minutes, that's this. I don't think I would do well in the Midwest or places where they have, like, you know, tornadoes and stuff like that, because I would just be terrified all the time, I think. I mean, maybe you get used to it. I mean, I'm sure you kind of have to, but there are a lot more color changes in this section. That may not have been the best section to choose to do a video on. But, oops, no. You don't get to be marked off yet. No, that is not right. Nope, 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 right there. So, oops, I did that one and it's not off yet. Okay, now it is. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, that one goes up. Come on. Come on, Mr. Diamonds. Flip over. Behave. And oh yes, so I had a point with the school thing. I swear I did. I lost it, and I don't fully remember what my point was. But I was watching some other people on their whipping chats, and they're saying, you know, school's already back in session. It just seems crazy, because it's like, it's only August, what is today? Today's August 3rd when I'm filming this. Coffee. So it seems crazy that, like, people are already back in school, but then people probably get out of school earlier. There's only one Wi-Fi signal. Just dip and pick that bad boy. Oh, but so if you're in an area where you're already going back to school and it's hot, do your schools have, you know, like air conditioning? Because a lot of our local schools are older, and the buildings are, you know, super old, and they are not equipped for heat. And so that would be my thing, is like, I don't deal with heat very well. And I would think a classroom full of kids that you're trying to teach and, you know, mold their brains and to have them actually learn and function, I would think that would be really, really, really hard to not have air conditioning or, you know, proper airflow. So, I mean, how do you deal with that? I mean, heat is, you know, or, you know, having, like, you know, like going to school when it's cold seems like it'd be, oops, didn't push the button. Seems like it would be easier for a school building to deal with, like, because, you know, you just turn on the heat. But if your building is, you know, older and not made for air conditioning, how the heck do you do that? Because I would think you would have a bunch of kids who were just fading, because I would be fading. And the poor teachers are like, they have to try to deal with the kids who are, you know, panting and dying of heat stroke, and also, Learning. I am off. How am I off? This is not, I don't know how I got off, but you know what? This one, I'm just gonna pick it off. Put that one there. Oh, I just spilled my trash drills. Oh my gosh. Yep. Awesome. Okay. So again, don't follow me for tips and tricks on what to do if you want your project to turn out perfectly, because that is not what this channel is about. Not at all. Oh my gosh. It's okay. I mean, luckily it's an abstract design, so you know, if something's not in the right spot, nobody's gonna know. If it was like, you know, somebody's face or something, then yeah, maybe. But oh my gosh, so many little pieces. 340. I don't know if I could do like a Josephine wall from Diamond Painting Deutschland, or one of those, like, you know, 250 color canvases. I don't know if I could do it. I think it would just overly frustrate me, and I mean, I don't know. I've never tried, but it's also a really big cost commitment to just try something to see if you like it. I mean, you would have the bonus of having the symbols printed on the canvas, so it would be easier than trying to do it, you know, as a conversion, because you could maybe open up a bigger section and, you know, have a color in your tray longer than, you know, just a couple of drills here and there. But I don't know. I feel like that's a very advanced, time-consuming project, and I think I think the Josephine walls from Diamond Painting Deutschland are double-sided adhesive. I could be wrong. Nobody used my words as the truth by any means. So then you can't really roll it up. I've never done double-sided adhesive, so I don't know. But that seems like to have a dedicated place where you could work on that and to keep it flat, I don't know. That sounds very, very tricky. Let's see, get all that hazmat symbol. I mean, they're gorgeous when they're done. I mean, I would love to have one finished. I just don't know if I could finish one. Okay, where is that one? What am I doing? Okay, that's number 5. So I remember seeing, was Diamonds and Washi. She did a comparison of I think it was a Diamond Painting Deutschland and a Diamond Art Club. Both were the same Josephine wall picture, but just, you know, obviously they're different because they're from different companies. And it was really interesting to see the rendering, because I mean, her stuff is very watercolory and, you know, much more, nope, that is not the right spot. You know, much more flowy and not, you know, harsh. And I feel like, you know, Diamond Art Clubs are, you know, I mean, they're not going to use 240 colors because that's not the kind of paintings that their customers usually do. So, you know, theirs are going to have a more limited palette, and, you know, their design is a bit more angular. So it was interesting. I mean, they both were nice pictures, but I could see how the Diamond Painting Deutschland one was more in tune with the original artwork. But then you gotta pay shipping and, you know, oof, I don't even know how much that would cost. Okay, there's that. Okay, 604. I feel like I'm getting close. I've done 432 diamonds, which I feel like after 40 minutes, and plus the ones I already did, I feel like I should be further ahead on this. So yeah, it's all right. It's not a race, right? Oops, that one did not get crunched down in there. Crunching is my favorite. Crunchy, crunchy. And then now everybody's like super into these, is it Diamond, oh my gosh, what is it? What, Diamond Studio UK, or I don't know, one of the UK companies. They did the Helcorio 190 something color paintings, and like everybody just went nuts for them. And so they did the pre-orders for the next batch that's coming out, and I mean, they're very pretty. I just, for me, I don't think that's something I will be attempting anytime in the future. I already have one big project. My gosh, there's only one of those. I am not going to attempt another one. And the painting, I think the Sweet Shop one, you know, it was only 60 by 80. So, I mean, that's not, you know, that's not that big of a picture, really. So for it to have 197 colors, it's like, whoa, that's a lot. Oh my gosh, tap. That's a lot of colors for a not super big canvas. 318, kind of a little anchor. Let's see. Let's see. So, got little grays spaced in here, right there. Okay. And there's that. I see a piece of, oh my gosh, which one did I just do? Jeez Louise. Okay, that one right there. I see a little piece of fuzz or a little piece of hair, but I am not going to try to dig that out. So it's just part of the artwork now. I mean, no one's going to see it, let's be real, but still. Come on. Oops, touching my head to the camera mount. That's always a way to get things off kilter and to make people feel like they're gonna get motion sickness. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, those are a little crooked. They will straighten out though. They will straighten out. Okay, so on that one, okay, look at that. It's coming along. It'll fix very slowly, but whew. Okay, next there's a heart. I feel like the heart symbol, I mean, I know it's probably random, but like heart symbol really should have been like a nice pink or a nice red or something. So the fact that it's blue, I just feel, I don't know, I kind of feel cheated. Which I shouldn't. Oh my gosh, come out. Just give me one. But I feel like it really should have been blue. I mean, not blue. Ugh. Pink. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be tripping over my words all day today. I just know it. Okay. There's that. This little weird, I don't know what this symbol is. It looks like a water spigot. I don't really know. 3041. It's kind of a, I don't know. Oh my gosh. Sorry. I'm just trying to show people. It's weird. I would love to be in the room when they're picking out symbols for canvases, or like the people who are designing the symbols. It's like, okay, we got to pick something that no one's ever seen before. It's like, oh, okay, yeah. Ooh, how about this? Yes, that looks like it could. Wait a minute. No, I did something wrong. I don't quite know what I did. That is right. But then I think I missed a gray. I'm just gonna leave it for right now. And maybe we will try to self-correct later. This block has gone off the rails, I feel like, a little bit. It's fine. It is fine. Okay, so we have, it's on number 4 space. Okay, number 4. And then in the little, tuck it in the little corner. Tuck that in the little corner. And then, where did I just put that one? I just literally freaking did. Okay, then that one right there. And then tuck it in that corner. And then, okay, no, I think I did do that right. 1, 2. It's right enough. Okay. Under, oops, that one. And, oops, did I drop it in the right spot? I may have. Oh, look at that. The diamond knew where its destiny lied. Ooh, that one is super full. Oh my gosh, that was probably not a good thing to fill that. Oh my gosh, to fill that one that full. But yeah, I didn't really think about that while I was filling them. I was like, I want to cut it in as few bottles as possible. Forget if makes it difficult for myself later. Who cares? Okay. That's, yes, right there. And then 3 across there. So not that one. So skip that. 1, 2, 3 across, and then 2 across over here. And there's that. So we go 1, 2, oops, and then we have a that's 1, 2, 3. So we go 1, 2. Oh my goodness. And then up, and then 2 up. Come on. Don't be failing on me now, glue dot. I don't got time for that. Okay, I'm gonna start up here because that's starting to get confusing down there. There's that. There's that. And then that one right there is that guy. And then 2 down. So that one right there. And right there. Oh my goodness. Yay. Only like 10 more colors. Oh. Well, next time, if it's this little, I'm going to have to potentially do a few more off camera. So there goes my trying to stay under an hour. Let's see. Okay. So let's move this so I don't spill it, because that just seems like something that would happen. So the last time I worked on this on camera, I left the black for the very end, and I said, okay, I'm gonna work on this and, you know, let you guys go. So I was trying to fill up my black bottle because it was, wait, no, yes. Oh, seriously, what is going on? That's not right. I don't know. Okay. I was trying to fill the bottle of black, and I made the mistake of having it on this canvas, and it was slipping around, and I spilled the bottle all over myself and the floor. That, oh my God, what? No, oh my gosh, this is like, this is not me. Oh my gosh, I've spilled it all over myself and the floor and the chair. Not all over the table. None landed on the table. It was purely just all over the ground mainly. And of course, you know, you hadn't swept or anything. So why would you sweep? Why would you clean your floors before you diamond paint? So luckily it was black. So if I'm gonna spill a color, black is like probably the best color to spill, because, you know, if I need to supplement my diamonds with other diamonds, I can. But I mean, it was a full bottle. There was, I was so frustrated because I'm trying to pick it up and the cats are walking through it because, you know, they're like, oh, hello, this is a fun little obstacle course. Jump, jump, jump. So that was not the funnest time for sure. It was a mess, but I got most of them picked up, and so what I did was I put them all in a bottle and I put it at the very back of the case. And I figure if I get desperate enough and I actually do need that bottle of black diamonds, then I will use it. And if not, I will just deal with it when that comes up, because there's no way I'm going to start picking all those black diamonds out of in between all the like food crumbs and the hair, and no. So if I need to, I will, but I am really hoping I don't need to. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, there are so many more different bits in this one than I anticipated. Wow. Well, you guys are stuck with me, I guess, until I finish, because I said I was going to finish on camera. So, sorry. Maybe fast forward to the end if you're in a hurry and pressed for time, or do what I do and speed everything up. Put it on, well, don't start with like 2 times the speed, because then you won't be able to understand what anyone says. But oops, I put everything on I started at like 1.25 and then moved it up to 1.5, and then now I pretty much watch everything at 2 times the speed. So I get to watch twice as much stuff. And I don't feel like, because sometimes, like, you know, you're looking at like, okay, what am I gonna watch? What am I gonna watch? And you see that like a video is an hour, let's say, and you're like, oh, geez, I do not have time for that. Well, if you speed everything up, technically you do, because it's only a half hour, or, you know, whatever time frame you deem you want to make everything at. Oh gosh, okay, I'm just gonna mark that one down, and because I screwed that up somewhere. Okay, so number 1 right there, and then the one on number 3, and then the one diagonal, 1, 2, 3. So I was really sad to hear that Pee Wee Herman passed away. I remember watching Pee Wee's Playhouse on Saturday mornings. So that was sad. It was a little piece of my childhood. I mean, you know, before obviously, you know, the scandal. Yeah, which, you know, sucks to be him, because I think it would be really, really hard to be famous. And I think my husband said he read an article, and I could be completely getting all this wrong, so again, don't use me as a trusted, reliable source. But I guess they did an article about him, and he said he was so depressed because he had been, you know, basically pigeonholed into this character, and they wouldn't let him do anything else. And so, you know, you're forced to play the same character over and over, and because then you become a kid's star, you have, you know, extra pressures on you to not screw up and, you know, do anything that's, you know, more adulty. And so unfortunately he got caught doing something very adulty and not good, and, you know, he unfortunately suffered the consequences of that. But he did eventually, you know, bounce back, which is hard to do, I'm sure. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. I just marking that one off. I went completely wrong somewhere, and I don't even know. But I remember my dad hated Pee Wee. Like, he thought he had the most annoying voice. And, you know, thought the whole show was, you know, stupid, and which, I mean, you know, for an adult, yeah, it probably was. But so yeah, it's just sad. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Little dots. Okay, I'm gonna not do that one, because I think that's in the I screwed up range. So we're just gonna leave that for last. 3, 7, 4, 7. So we're going to do, oh no, pour a little bit in my little liddy lid. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that crunchy one right there. Crunch. And then we have 3 down, 1, 2, 3. And then that's the Tetris side T. And then we have 1. Oh my gosh. 1, 2. Okay. There we go. Getting close. I can see the finish line for this section. Okay, now we'll do the little dots. 4, 1, 3. And put those in the lid as well. So we have 1 over here and 1 over here. Hey, look, I finished a block. And I still have, okay, let's see, just gonna put that one in there. Okay, there's that, and then we have that, and then we have this little one right there. I'm gonna have to roller this at some point. I keep forgetting to. Get the roller thing and roller it, but I always have to put it away like super quickly. What is going on? Why won't you? Oh, there's a diamond stuck. That's why you won't roll up. Screw on, roll up, screw on. 8:44. Got a little side arrow. Oh my goodness. Okay, we got, I still have, oh, wait a minute. I don't know what color was right there. That's, looks like it was that color. No, oh my God, no, that looks awful. Oh my gosh, how do, mother truckers. Oh my gosh. Oh, geez, and trying not to swear. Keep it kid friendly in case you have children watching. Oh my gosh, this is a mess. This is a freaking mess. Okay, I will figure that out. Okay. Oh my gosh. Woo. Maybe it's one of those days where you go back to bed. Except for it's a Thursday and there's stuff that needs to be done. Oh my goodness. And there's a van pulling into my driveway. Oh dear. That's, hopefully they're not here to take me away. Okay. Okay. So which, okay, so that is like number 2, 159. Okay, we're just gonna put you in there and call you good, because this section has been nothing but trouble. Ugh. I blame all of you viewers. Just kidding. I don't. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, another like one with only 2 items. Seriously. Okay. We're gonna finish strong, you guys. We're gonna finish. I swear we are. There's gonna be nobody watching this by the end. They're gonna be like, yeah, no lady, you're a mess. You're done. You are done. If you do watch this to the end, like, leave, I don't know, some kind of emoji that symbolizes like garbage or like dumpster fire, because that is what I'm feeling right now. I think I did that one, didn't I? Yes. This, holy moly. Okay. So, okay. I think trying not to have awkward silences and talk, but seemingly when I talk is when I screw up. So it's kind of like, it's a no-win situation for sure. Okay, that, I don't even know what is going on anymore. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is a mess. Oh my gosh, I didn't, oh, seriously. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that is the top line. So that, I may need to, the next time it's a really bitty section, do the small pieces first, because seemingly doing the large chunks and then covering up the main grid lines apparently does not work for me. So, lesson learned. Maybe this hot mess will help somebody else out working on their project, because I feel like one of those public service announcements of like what not to do right now. Okay, that's number. I have, okay, that is that one. That's cute up there, but I have already filled this one in, I think. No, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I don't know. It's just, we will deal with it when we hit it. 838. Okay. There's a few of, oh my gosh, that's way too many. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, let's put it on marker. Okay, we're gonna finish. Can't even. I had my overhead light on, but it was washing all the colors out. It was making the new light blues, it was making them look all like off-white and sad, and I didn't want sad looking colors, so I turned off the overhead light. But it kind of makes it hard to see the darker drills if I'm getting any with any like bumps or tabs or round bottoms, you know, unlike my very flat bottom. I can say that about my own butt because it's flat and I can't do anything about it. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is an hour and like 13 minutes already. Oh my gosh. Now I'm just gonna be making a mess because I'm trying to rush. This is what happened with black. This is why I spilled my crap all over, because I was trying to rush and get it done. And then I spilled. So, oh my gosh. Okay, done with that. Okay, let's do this little symbol butterfly wing. I don't know what you would call it. All right. No time for witty conversation. We need to finish. So, oh my gosh, why can't I get these out of here? I think my glue dot is getting close. I think it's been the same glue dot for this whole canvas, so I would not be surprised if it needed to get a little refresh. Okay, come on. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, 169. Okay. Getting close. Getting close. Nobody wants to hear me sing. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I am trying to figure out how to add music to my like video intro and outro, and I had some guy at my husband's work, he made me like a little like clip of music, but it's too long, but I don't know how to edit it, and with my computer for some reason won't let me open up music, like iMusic, music, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. It keeps erroring, so it's like I'm gonna have to call Apple and get help. which I'm like, oh geez, that sounds stressful. Or I have to take it to the Apple store, which that sounds even worse. So it's like I can't just easily try to edit it, and I don't really understand that. Like, I'm still learning how to edit. Like, I can do the basic editing in iMovie for the videos, but if it's like any kind of complicated thing, it's like, no, can't do that. Can't do that. I don't understand. It's not how my brain works. Oh my gosh. Okay, come on. Well, so close. Getting there, getting there. Be there, be square. Oops, there was no diamond on my pen. Not gonna help me. Okay. That little guy. Okay, down 3, 1. And then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. Oh my gosh. Stab. Okay. Come on. Mark. Mark it off. Oh my gosh. Okay. Haven't had breakfast yet, and I can feel the extra cup of coffee kind of kicking in. Okay. 2 umbrellas. We can do this. Come on. Just need 2. Oh my gosh. Just flip over. Oh my gosh. This is not quality programming. I apologize. Oh my gosh. There. Get on the damn canvas. You're done. Oh my gosh. There's still like 3 different colors left. Oh wow. I really hope this video actually uploads, because it's getting long. 3, 8, 3, 5, 3, 8, 3, 5, 3, 8, 3, 5. Where the heck is 3, 8, 3, 5? Okay, 3 of these. 3 of the bubble butt symbol. Okay, that's house. This is, oh, seriously, oh my gosh. Okay, I don't even know where these symbols are anymore. Like, the grid lines are just gone, and I don't know. And then this, right? Oh my gosh, that was 2 crunched together. Okay, come on, mark. 3, number 3, 4, 5, 1, 4, 5, 1. Okay, so those are all next to each other. That's a nice little treat. Okay, come on. Oh my gosh, this is so painful. Okay, I think that's, okay. My gosh, there's still 3 different colors, and I'm pretty sure I added the wrong color in on one of them, and I am not gonna go looking. So this little house seriously, house symbol, and then there's 2 star symbols, but I technically already filled you in, so we're just gonna mark you off. and pretend like it's the right one. Okay, look at that, only one color left. 5, 3, 5, 5, 3, 5, where are you? Oh my gosh, okay. Well, we're gonna wrap this up after this last color, if I can just get one stupid diamond out of here. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, this was not graceful at all. And yeah, but we finished a section. Oh my goodness. I will color in my last little row, not on camera because I'll probably end up getting the marker all over and it'll just be a mess. So thank you so much if you stuck through this. If you didn't, still thank you. Anyways, I will work on this again throughout the week, and hopefully next time we see each other on this project, it is not so awkward. So take care. Have a good day, week, month, whatever it is, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!